All right, so on page 121 of Grenade, we've got Ray telling his side of the story as they're going on this attack, right? And they're charging up a hill, which is usually considered one of the hardest parts of any battle. Whoever has the highest point on the hill definitely has the advantage because they can fire down, and going uphill is a much harder struggle. So these guys are at a disadvantage as they're charging uphill. The Marines are trying to get to the top. And Ray is the first one to make it to the top. In the charge, he knows that they've already lost Gonzalez, who we've only seen a few times, but Gonzalez was kind of a friend of his. So Gonzalez dies right in front of him. He sees it happen. And he makes it to the very top, and he's looking around, and he's just kind of flabbergasted at what he sees. It's this uh, basically wasteland now. He says it used to be pretty mountain range and all this, and green and lush and everything, but now it's just a bombed wasteland. There's shrapnel everywhere. Things have been burned, trees down. It's no longer what it used to be. And so he drops to the ground. Zimmer has made it to the top. Remember, Zimmer, they call him a rookie because he's brand new into the Marines. And this is his first time really at battle as well. So he drops down. They look over. They know Big John's made it, which is pretty exciting. But what they notice is that Big John is not wearing his helmet, which means it has to have gotten blown off at some point. So Ray instantly looks at him and realizes that he is missing his right ear as well. Now, the reason it says it was a bloody mess, but he didn't even seem to notice, is more than likely when you're in battle or in any type of big, exciting thing, and exciting doesn't have to mean good, just like a lot going on, something new, your adrenaline gets pumping. It's like on roller coasters, that feeling of excitement that pushes you through, right? So his adrenaline is pumping, and that causes you to miss out and kind of blur out on other things. And when something bad happens while that's happening, a lot of times you go into shock. You just don't realize it. Even your body, physically, the nerves kind of shut down for a little bit and you won't feel it. And sometimes, in some cases, this could go on for like an hour, and then all of a sudden you'll be in excruciating pain because it's hit. But as long as you don't realize it's happened, you're not in as much pain. You're in shock, the adrenaline's still pumping. So they let him know, hey, your ear's missing. Like it's been blown off. And Ray's trying to bandage it up, and they're trying to figure out what they can do. And what Big John realizes is at some point, the Japanese are going to try a counterattack, which means they're going to have to run through that ridge right past them. And he's like, so as they're running, why don't we fire? We can attack them as they're trying to attack us. And Ray knows this is the right thing to do, but he's terrified because that means he has to peek his head out of the foxhole or the ridge, basically, which has been his only sense of protection. And he's like, I'm not going to die with my eyes closed, though. If this is the way I go, I'm going to go out brave. So he's getting himself in position, and that's when all the mortars and artillery stops, and he realizes that now is the time that the Japanese are going to come attack, and he needs to get ready.